Store that. Collect data, remove data, store that. I'm guessing I probably can't collect these from here. No. However, they are attached to... Oh no, I can do that in orbit. Yeah, I'll do that bit in orbit. But we do need to plant a flag because that is our mission. So let's... Whoa, no, don't crash into anything, don't break anything. Okay. Now, what way round is he going to place the flag? You can guarantee, whatever way we want him to place the flag, it will be the wrong way that he places the flag. Fly with the jetpack and press V until you're on orbital camera mode. Can you do that then? Okay, I will give that a go. They don't actually get stored in the capsule automatically. You do have to collect them and put them in there. If you take them home, you can recover them as if they were in the capsule, but they don't get stored in the capsule. So if you were to undock them or decouple them, you wouldn't get the science points unless you transmit them, obviously. Right, so let's see where he's going to plant this flag. Oh, is he actually going to plant it the right way? Hey, look at that. He did as well. Indeed, that was a scary landing. That's a wallpaper, that one. Okay, so let's very carefully get Pat Bald back into the capsule. So you reckon orbital camera? Whoa, okay. No. What's going on there? I appear to be... Yeah, I don't really know what happened there. We have kind of rolled uphill away from our capsule. Pretty sure that's not what we had in mind. Let's head back to our craft, shall we? Not really too sure what happened there. Oh yeah, light would be a good idea. There we go. Okay, right, let's do this with RCS because it's quicker. Let's just make sure we don't fly literally into the capsule. Some big rock there that we've just gone past. Okay, let's come down, and then we'll go up again, and very gently there we go. So grab. No, not let go. Board. There we go. So, I'm not ready for this takeoff. So there we go. This is what we got. We got 68,000 funds, which were docked by 3,600 because of our strategy that we picked, and 116 science, which we wouldn't have got had it not been for the strategy, and 452 reputation, which has been docked by 24. So that, for flying to the moon and planting a flag, is a huge amount of science, considering we've also got the science that we are bringing home with us as well. So, all in all, not bad. Not bad at all. However, we have kind of got to get it home again. And I believe we currently have, yeah, absolutely zero... Oh no, do we? No, that's a Twitch 4. That's the land orbiter. Do we actually... Can we actually get communication? Have we got any communications array? Let's see, how's our power? Yeah, power's okay for the moment. I want to activate this guy. Come on. Activate him. Let's see if we get anything. Nada. Okay. See, the land orbiter probe. If I quickly switch to that, the land orbiter probe has got communication with KSP. So in theory, and it's where we can see it, in theory, if I activate... That's pointing at Kerbin. Ah, so you have got that active anyway. So in theory, you should be able to communicate with us, because that has a range of like 2 million meters, doesn't it? And we're not at 2 million meters as of right now. Oh look, now we have communication. So if we switch back to that, does that mean that we can transmit some science home? Come on. Please don't cracken on me and break that solar panel. No, okay, we're still good. We're still good. Okay, yes, we have communication. Good. So, let's see what we can transmit home. Yeah, I'm only going to transmit stuff that's 100%. Nope. Right, see, that's 24 science, and it's 100%, so we can transmit that. Keep that one. That one's 100%, so we can transmit that. That one's 100%, so we can transmit that. Ooh, electric charge just dropped off quite quickly though. Keep that one, okay. And then let's have a look at these. Review that data, that's not 100%, so we'll keep that. Review that, that's not 100%, so we'll keep that. And we didn't get anything from that one. Okay, so we sent some of the science back home, so if we do blow up horribly, we'll still have got something out of this mission. Well, we've got the science that we... What's that? There appears to be something 68 kilometres away, just kind of wandering past. Hello. You kind of out for a stroll? Okay. Sorry, bear with me, I'm just... Yeah, let's... I mean, the energy's going to last us a little while, but as soon as we get into sunlight, we'll be good as well. So, let's... I'm going to hold up so that we... Where are we? We're almost equatorial, so that's not too bad. We need to try and point ourselves kind of east. I'm holding up, and I'm going to try just a quick burst to see if we can get in the air. You ready for this? I'm not. Oh my goodness, we managed it. Okay. Let's get up to 45 degrees. And let's think, where are we here? We're facing the wrong direction, so let's spin round to here. Woo. Let's compensate for that. I have no idea how that didn't break. Come on, pull round. Come to east. Or thereabouts. So that we don't have to do a ridiculously expensive manoeuvre later. And we can cut our engines because our apoapsis is up nice and high. Not an ideal trajectory, but not terrible. Let ourselves drift up a little bit. And then let's get ourselves heading towards some kind of orbit. Let's hide that and watch our power. Yikes. Yeah, you might be right. We may not quite have enough Delta V to get home. Let's cut our engines a second. Keep ourselves while under acceleration. I shouldn't be under acceleration. I just told you to stop. Get us back up to the apoapsis and burn from there. It is going to be extremely tight with our Delta V. However, we are now in an orbit which will not crash us into the surface of the planet. To be quite honest, I don't care what our trajectory looks like if it means that we are going home. So let's have a look. Where's going to be the best place to burn? Unfortunately, what is currently our apoapsis, I believe. If we burn up here, that's a 9-second burn at full power. That will take us there. That apparently is our most efficient burn. That will leave us coming out hopefully near our apoapsis to give us an efficient burn back, and our electric charge is indeed running out. However, we are now in orbit, so hopefully we'll be able to get back round to the sunny side before we run out of, well, life. No, I don't have a refueling station. We haven't actually got to that point with this Korea. We probably can afford one. We haven't even got a station around Kerbin yet. Yeah, we probably can afford one. We've got plenty of funds now. I think we were just waiting to unlock some of the parts for docking, etc. So perhaps that's something we could have a look at. We are going to run out of electric charge, but hopefully it will be... Are we going to? Yeah, we have just run out of electric charge. But look, we are that close. We are so close. We can feel the warmth of the sun. I do have fine print, yes. That's what those flashing dots are flying around the moon. We can feel the sun coming around the corner. Come on. There it is, and we have power again. Okay, so that's all safe. Let's head round to this maneuver node and see if we do indeed have sufficient delta V. I can't speed up more than 50 times while under 250,000. But under 25,000, sorry. Well, that's all the way around then, isn't it? Okay, we'll just have to wait. Yeah, these blue dots going around here are part of the fine print mod. I do love the fine print mod. I think we've got one flying around Kerbin as well at the moment. 3 minutes, come on. Okay, a 9-second burn at full pelt. We have enough delta V for that. Just about. Eek. So we'll do that at T-minus 4.5 seconds. Yeah, I haven't got any reserve fuel or anything like that there. We've got the Manly manoeuvre if we okay, I missed the burn. Never mind. It wasn't mega essential. Don't run out of fuel, don't run out of fuel, don't run out of fuel. We are leaving the orbit of the moon. Okay, so we have a Kerbin orbit, unfortunately at 3 million metres, and I do not believe we have enough delta V for that. We might have enough RCS, magical RCS. Whilst we are drifting, let's drift away and let's go and grab let's go and grab these sciencey things, because these will now definitely not be coming back to Kerbin with us. Let's take that data, take that data, and then head back to the hatch. I don't have the Kerbal attachment system mod. I did use it for a little while. I don't really remember why I stopped using it. I think it was mainly because I didn't actually use it. I uninstalled the mod because I didn't actually use it for anything. So, you know, I could add it again. I'd have to think about it. I'm waiting for, before I start adding any new mods, I'm waiting for Deadly Re-Entry to support the 64-bit version again, because currently it doesn't. And the 64-bit version is a little bit, well, unreliable. Okay, so we are back in orbit around Kerbin. I think I'm going to do one orbit to take us, here we go, round directly to the apoapsis, so we get absolutely everything we can out of the fuel. How far are we from that? That is 6 minutes away. That's pretty close. Close enough for me. Close enough to not really make a lot of difference delta V wise. And let's not burn prograde, because that really won't help us. Hey there, imprisoned. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome. It is welcome back because you've been here before, but you haven't been here before today. That's just weird. So pointing retrograde, and let's just burn everything we've got and see where it gets us. Oh look, absolutely nowhere. So that's that basically. Now getting out and pushing. Can ideally I want to like get rid of some of that stuff, but I don't really want to be pushing all of this, so we're going to decouple and push some of it. Before we do that, I'm going to spin us around so that we push ourselves. No, actually that's wrong, isn't it? I do want to be this way. I want to push ourselves further on our retrograde with our decoupler singular. There we go. Okay. Oh, turn those lights off. Didn't realise they were attached to that. So we've got a battery. We've got the life support that's in here, which should be enough. And we're pointing retrograde. Out you come, Pat Bald. You will be letting go. You will be turning on your jetpack. And you will be getting out and pushing with a wonderful. Whoops! No, that's not right. What are you doing? Goodness me, I'm wasting all the RCS just getting him lined up. Push. Push. Watch it on the map. Periapsis, 3 million meters. Oh, we've got our periapsis up here. Huh. I could return and pick up the landing stage with a claw. That is indeed a possibility. This could take some time. Can I accelerate time while I do this? Yes, but our periapsis doesn't change. This is going to take a while. Whoa! Where are you going now? Come on. Can you physics accelerate whilst you're pushing in EVA? Because you have to hold the shift key, don't you, to physics, or is it the alt key? Hold on. Aha, that's better. Right. Yeah, that makes more sense. Make sure we leave ourselves enough RCS to get back into the pod. Board. Okay. And having miraculously restored your EVA fuel, out we come again. Get ourselves lined up. Push, and oh, donk. Still going to take quite some time. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Come back. I don't think it'll quite take that long. We're pulling this down quite a bit. You watch. Well, I'll stop watching the EVA and we'll run out of EVA fuel. That'll be what happens. Oh, new follower, Nikosimrika. I apologise if I pronounced that wrong, but thank you for the follow. Nikosimrika. That sounds Brazilian or Puerto Rican. Make sure we are still pointing directly at our retrograde. 2.3. See, I could leave him here, but unfortunately with TAC life support, he won't last very long. Whoop. What happened there? Hang on. You got timed out for... timed out for language, yes. I'm afraid you will have to watch your language. I'm not sure what you actually said, but I will. Hang on. Will it let me? No, it's not going. Right, hold on a second. Oh, right, okay, you're back. Good. Oh, yes. Moobot does not like that particular word. So, welcome to KSP Live, also known as Pressing W Simulator 2014. Or 2015 if you're into next season's games. Oop. Board. 2 million. Down to 2 million. Not how I really intended on spending this particular live stream, I must say. But there we go. Beggars can't be choosers. Got to get that science. .8. Whoop, where are you going? Whoa, where are you going? Come on. Come on, Pat Bald. Pat Bald. Pat Bald? Pat Bald. I'll let you decide how that's pronounced. Bald as in no hair, or bald as in a word that I just made up. Gravity mode. Come on. Whoa, okay, yeah. That was gravity mode. Got scared for a moment then. Thought we'd lost the pod. Yeah. Well, we are pushing things to the max. No pun intended, of course. Pushing things to the max. Physics warp. Oh, that was scary. Had a auto save. That's a point. If you turn off quick saving and quick loading, it still auto saves. What does it save it to? I guess that's just if it crashes, you can continue from where you were. But you can't load it manually. Weird. We're running down on electric charge there actually, but have to be careful with that. How are we doing for viewer count? 98? 98? That doesn't sound like there's 98 people in the chat. If you're sitting there watching this and you're not saying something in the chat, please say hello. It gets very quiet when people just sit there and don't say anything. Anything? That's a word I invented. .5 million meters. Megameters. You're not the only one talking. Actually, I'm the only one talking. Where did everybody else go? There were more people chatting. How am I competing against? Because KSP TV should be live by now. Wonder how many people are watching them. 50. They've got 50 viewers and I've got 76. I lost a few. I think I might have just lost them to KSP TV. Maybe I should have kept my mouth shut. Come on, come on. This is somewhat monotonous. What you doing, Pat Bowd? You haven't let go. Ah, just realised I've still got that antenna on. That's probably why we're losing power in the pod. We'll bring that in next time. We're leaking power through our aerial. What version did I start playing KSP? That's a very good question, because when I started playing KSP, I wasn't really interested in what version it was, because it didn't make any difference to me. It's only once I got interested in KSP that I started taking note of what version I was actually playing and, you know, what was going on development wise. The first version I remember playing would be probably about 0.19. Where are we now? 2.5, 2.4, 2.3, 2.2 for sure, 2.1 pretty sure, 2.0, 0.18, 0.19, 0.2, 0.20. So somewhere around those lines is about where I started playing. I tend to be quite late to the game to... no pun intended again. Quite late to the game to these kind of games. I was quite late to the game with Minecraft. And unfortunately missed out on quite a few opportunities with Minecraft. KSP, I kind of almost missed the boat. I might have just caught it as far as, you know, the live streaming and the YouTube side of things is concerned. But certainly playing it, I think I feel like I'm in the thick of it. I mean, it's going to official beta with the next release, so that's certainly being in amongst the development. We are under 1 million meters. We are just hundreds of thousands of kilometers away from home now. That's not strictly true either, because if you calculate the circumference of the arc, I'm sure that's probably still over 1 million meters, but there we go. That's just maths for you. What's my favourite mod? That's a very good question as well. My favourite concept for a mod is the modular colonisation system, because it adds so much to the idea of what Kerbal is. As far as a mod that I feel I can't play without, that would have to be... I'm not going to include things like EVE and the visual... What's it called? The Astronomer's Visual Enhancement Pack. Because I don't really count them as mods. They're just textures. I love realism mods. I think probably my favourite that I'm using actually isn't TAC Life Support. It's probably Remote Tech. Yeah, I would say probably Remote Tech is my favourite mod to use at the moment, just because of the realism element that it adds, which is kind of what I like. As far as, let's think of part mods. I love what they've done with B9. B9 I think is a fantastic mod now. Yeah, we're not really far enough past our Apple Appsys to bother with risking our electric charge by warping round and things like that. We'll just carry on like this for now. Have you ever noticed there's a wind tunnel? A wind tunnel? What, an actual building? I've not seen the wind tunnel. I've seen people's screenshots of the weird particle bug that exists with certain mods. I mean, in fact, it might even be in vanilla, where you're sitting on the launch pad and you can see like almost like solar winds blowing past. That's quite an interesting thing to see. We're getting there. We're getting there. Oh, look, our periapsis, retrograde marker's moved again. Let go. Back. Woo. No, that way. I hate the way they just kind of spin off and go all over the place when you activate their RCS. I'm interested to see the what it is they're doing in the 0.26 or 0.9, whatever you want to call it, the next version. Because they've mentioned changing the atmospheric model, which suggests something like FAR or the NEAR mod. But they've also mentioned a few other interesting sounding features, particularly the changes to the editor. They're talking about changing the craft editor so that you can switch between the way you would build a space plane and the way you would build a rocket so that you can build either in both the VAB and the spaceplane hangar. Whoops, I'm hitting the wrong button. That sounds very interesting. So you can switch to lateral symmetry mode, or what's the other one? Radial symmetry mode. And well, there's a lot of other the Kerbal traits that they're looking at adding. That's fantastic. Fine print is going to be vanilla in 0.26 or 0.9. And the guy who codes fine print was working on a Kerbal trait system, so that Kerbals had individual skills that you need to utilize during your missions. So that should be interesting. I have heard of NavHUD. I have considered using NavHUD. I considered adding it ready for today's live stream. I'm in two minds, because kind of the idea of the mod pack that I'm using is about realism, and I don't know how realistic the NavHUD mod actually is, if you know what I mean. For example, if you're out on EVA, would you really have a HUD that showed you your prograde and retrograde? Mind you, you don't have that in EVA anyway, do you? I suppose sitting in the cockpit you would, wouldn't you? You would have prograde and retrograde on a HUD these days. So yeah, maybe I will have a ponder and another look at that to see about adding that for a future stream. I need to get some more colonising Kerbals recorded. I've really fallen behind with that series. which is a shame because it's been a popular series so far. I need to get some more episodes out of that. Hey there, Harvey. Welcome, welcome. We are just manually manoeuvring back from the moon at the moment, after having gathered rather a lot of science points. And yeah, and then running out of fuel on our way back. We are very, very nearly within the atmosphere. Well, we're not very nearly within the atmosphere. We're miles away from the atmosphere. We are very nearly... Our periapsis is very nearly within the atmosphere. This really has taken a long time, though. 130. I want to take this down to... What do we want to take this down to? About 30... Oh, new follower. Hurricane. 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 Thank you for the follow. 81. Very, very close. What part mods am I using? I am using B9 Aerospace. I am using KW Rocketry. I am using Universal Storage. I'm using Procedural Fairings, as you'll see from this guy here. Remote Tech, I don't know if you would really count that as a part mod. I was using Spaceplane Plus, so I'm not using that anymore. Let's think. I'm using the modular colonization system, which is indeed a part mod, if you think about it that way. I'm using ScanSat, which adds parts. Lots, basically. I tell you what, why don't you have a look at the mod list, which I will post into the chat just as soon as I have finished this particular maneuver. I think this is going to be our last EVA. There we go. Finally got it done. Got what done? Are you referring to the change in your text colour? Grab board. There we go. We have a periapsis of just under 32,000 meters, 32 kilometers. So here we go. As promised, there is a link to the mod list that we are using, the mod pack. I'm wondering about actually bundling that mod pack up into like an actual mod pack. Oh, the periapsis, yes, we finally did get the periapsis done, indeed. So, let's... Oh. Very... Oh. Electric charge has run out. Okay, so what we do is we prime the parachutes. Whereabouts are we? Okay, we need to be pointing that way. We are actually out of electric charge. That is... Yeah, we are out of electric charge. We have none. So, I should have turned the SAS off. Although, the SAS shouldn't really use anything whilst we're in outer space. What has used the electric charge is the life support system, TAC life support. So, I have a horrible feeling that Mr. Pat Baldcurman is not coming home with us. We're about to find out. How long till our periapsis? 2 hours 22 minutes. Where is the... Hold on a moment. Where's the TAC life support options? There it is. Right. Let's fix that. Come on. I want to change your size. Let me change your size. Why can't I change your size? Ah, there we go. Right. We can go back down there. And we will lock position and size again. Okay, TAC life support. We're already 1 hour over. We are about to lose Pat Bald. I wonder if I jump to EVA. Whoa, okay, that wasn't good. That's now spinning. That's not good. I've got to try and get into a spinning pod. I did it. Wow. Okay. It did not reset the timer. Okay. How did I do this once before? Oh no, I had an engine that would charge the battery, and I could just puff on the engine, and it would recharge it. Well, we're about to find out what's going to happen. Let's wait and see if it tells us that we have lost Pat Bald due to air toxicity. Whatever that means. Yep, there it is. Our brave Kerbal will not be returning home with us. We have charged the parachutes, so we might be able to recover this science still. Was Pat Bald's death in vain? Let's hope not. We're not pointing retrograde. Let's hope that fixes itself as we get deeper into the atmosphere. Where are we? Time warp. Yes, yes. Okay, so it's pointing in the right direction. That is good. Let's hope that those parachutes survive, because that is also a distinct possibility. We're going extremely fast. Let's hope those parachutes do not overheat, as has definitely been the case in previous missions. We're going very fast and we're burning off very, very high. Hopefully we won't have to go round on another trip, but we might. We might not have quite gone deep enough. What's that burning? There goes one of the parachute. I've got no control. I can't do anything about it. The parachutes are... Look at them. They're really... They want to overheat. They really want to overheat. we've lost the lights. I think that's what burnt off. Yeah, the lights have gone. That's fine. I don't mind that. No, no. Don't overheat. Don't overheat parachutes. Means they're very slightly too low. You can just see them. You can just see them past the pod. This is a lot of science in this craft. We really don't want this thing to overheat. We're going back up again. Is our apoapsis coming in? No, I think we're going to be going round. We've got to do that again now. Going to be going round for another trip. Come on, come on. Physics warp us out of the atmosphere. Watch the city lights go by. Pretty. Oops. So, a very typically Kerbal mission. Very typical Ellitopia mission, to be quite honest. It was all going so well, and then, well, kind of wasn't. There goes Kerbin. And here comes Kerbin. And let's hope this pod can survive this re-entry. Fortunately, the shape and the weighting of these pods is ideal for re-entry, unlike if you strap a fuel tank to the back of them and they become a lawn dart. Come on. It's doing it. Speed up. Get yourself pointing in the right direction. My next goal after I land is to find out what science we've got, see what we can unlock, and then see what we can do with that, and see what contracts we're being offered. Ideally, we want to get some kind of station in orbit, both around Kerbin, and I believe we're being offered contracts to put one around the moon and Minmus. I'd like to get an orbital colony set up around Kerbin, which would be our first official colony. Right, come on. Let's not overheat our parachutes this time either. I suspect we are going to be coming down to land on this attempt. Let's watch those parachutes. No, we're going to lose one. Oh, there it goes. Don't lose the other one as well. Don't lose the other one as well. There go the parachutes. So, this thing is going nowhere. Unless it lands on a giant jelly hill or something. Jello hill for you Americans. That's a lot of lost science. I should have transmitted it, shouldn't I? As soon as things got a bit precarious, I should have transmitted. Let's just watch this thing go bang. Bingo bango. Oh, water landing. Okay, let's watch this thing go splash. In case by some bizarre miracle it actually survives, which it won't because it's doing 150 meters a second. And there it goes. So, mission kind of successful, mission also very much not successful. We lost a Kerbal, we lost a craft, our satellite didn't have any solar panels, but we did plant a flag, we did get lots of science points from that. It was kind of successful. The mission was successful. The flight was not successful. So, well, there we go. 411 science we have. That means we can definitely unlock something in our tech tree. We have the nuclear engines, which we don't really need just yet because that's not the kind of thing we're doing at the moment. Let's have a look at what we've got. Some of the IXS parts in there. That's another part mod that I'm using. That's all wings and stuff from Space Planes Plus. That's not going to help us with a station. That's not going to help us with a station. That's not going to help us with a station. This stuff will help us get some science points from a station. And will give us some satellites and solar panels. Their wheels and stuff. And the chem. And the scan beam there done that. Which is part of the rover stuff. But we don't need that for a station. This stuff's too expensive. And this stuff's the gravioli detector and the space telescope are too expensive, but if we do things right, we can unlock the stuff we need to set up a station. Now that's the docking port junior. Stacked booster, heat shield, girder, stack separator, fabrication module we don't need for the station. Right, we don't actually need that. So I'm going to say, where's it gone? Which one was I looking at? Hello. I'm going to unlock this one, which gives us the eccentric quarks experiment, the WTSIC spectrometron, universal storage stuff, the big battery bank, the Gigantor solar array, the reflectron, and the other communitron. Excuse me. So I'm going to unlock those. That leaves us with 111, which is not quite enough to unlock any of this stuff. Excuse me. Throat's going. So we could kind of just about have a look at building a station. Putting a station in orbit, which is not easy. I have tried a couple of times with this particular mod pack to get some kind of working station in orbit, and every time the thing has just crashed down to the ground. But we do have quite a lot of funds this time. We've got 900,000 funds. So we are kind of in a position do we want to use the logistics hub as our base? Is that too big? I think it is, isn't it? Where's the... Where is the inflatable habitation ring? There it is. Yeah, see that's too, so that's too big. That's for a later date. So, we have lots of inflatable stuff. Inflatable agriculture module. But we need to start with a lab, I think. That's the IXS one. That's that one. So we want, where is it? This one. This is the one for experiments. Now it's pretty heavy. Doesn't say there. Where's the weight of this thing? It doesn't say. Oh, there we go. 18 tons. Metric tons. So it's pretty heavy. But if we can get it into orbit, along with some docking ports, we can then dock experiments with this thing and start generating some science points from orbit. Pioneer module combined low capacity storage, basic supplies, and cache storage capabilities. Interesting. Does that mean it opens? No, it does not. It does hold food, water, and oxygen, but I've got a better way of doing that. So let's put some module caps on here. And on here. And then we'll... No, actually, we won't do that. We won't do that at all. There is the mod list in the chat. There we go. And we got our docking ports to those. Where have they gone? Hello, where's my docking ports? There they are. The inflatable docking ports. Lovely, lovely. Assume that they are the same both sides. Oh. No, they're not. Okay, what's the difference? Do not eat. Can't read that. I don't know which way around these are supposed to go. That just doesn't look right. My guess would be like that. Oh well, if I'm wrong, we've got problems, but my guess is that that's how they go. So, that is a very, very basic space station. Let's... Apparently I'm offline. Nope, okay, must have been Moobot freaking out for a second. It said I was offline for a moment then. Okay, so this thing is going to need batteries, which we have plenty of. 150, 300, 600, 1200, but we also unlocked the big circular ones No, we didn't unlock the big circular ones, did we? What ones did we unlock? I don't remember. We've got those ones, but we've got... See, they hold 400, but then they hold 600, they hold 1200, so we can use these. Let's have 4. And then that basically becomes a power distribution node. Hey Jelly, welcome, welcome. Haven't seen you for a while. High five. Docking washer, nope. Let's have some Gigantor solar arrays. Not that way, that way. There we go. Nice, nice. So that will provide that with some power. Do we want some more of those in the other direction? We probably do. Preferably not on the door, though. Let's put them... Oops. Come here. There we go. Something like that. Oh, indeed. Senior year can be extremely busy. Not that we have senior year over this side of the pond, but we have something equivalent. Exams, etc., etc. Okay, so we have docking ports, we have a science lab, which has power, and it has solar panels. That's what they're called. Ideally, it needs life support. I'm thinking we might use the hexagonal life support canisters. Oxygen, drinking water, food, life support, large. They are indeed large. Let's go for something like that. Don't really look right, do they? Or we could even out where those satellite dishes are and do it there like that. Or we could put them under there like that, so they're tucked in very slightly. Yeah, that won't give us any issues, will it? Looks a bit like a missile battery, but there we go. Or I could use the circular ones. I'm thinking of maybe I'll take some of these converters and things up on a separate module, which I will dock to it later. That's an inflatable habitation module. I think that's the old one though, because you've got the circular one, haven't you? Which again we will take up later. That one, which is pretty big. So we'll dock that later. We probably are going to want this thing to have some form of RCS control. Like so. Which means it's also going to need some kind of RCS fuel. Something we can bolt on. We could use those ones, or those ones, which are kind of the only ones that are currently available. So let's spin that. Why is that wonky? Maybe it's not, maybe it's just my imagination. But that's not a lot of RCS fuel, so let's add some more up there. Now this thing is very heavy now, but this is the only thing that is going into orbit. Question being, can we get it there? Let's try a fairing base under there. Oh, it's kind of gone into the docking port. But let's make it... Ooh, 3 meters. Okay, so we need 3 meter engines, etc. No lights on this actually. Let's put some lights on it while we're here. Put some omnis on it. Yeah, nice. Some nice little lights. Put on some reaction wheels. That's a good point. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the view numbers today. They've been up and down all over the place. I think I think people might be confusing me for KSP TV, which I'm fine with. Reaction wheels, yeah. We've put RCS on, but reaction wheels might be a good idea. Have we got? Yeah, we've got the big ones. So let's have one there and one there. There we go. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Let's set up an action group for the solar panels. Preferably there. Toggle panels. Toggle panels. I think that's the only thing we've got there that needs to be toggled. Yeah. So, and then let's go back. What is that's in the way? Get out of the way. You can go. Where can you go? You can go down here. No. There. That'll do. Yeah, we need to put some fairings on this. There we go. There's our fairing. Mighty large fairing. Hope this thing doesn't wobble around in there, because that has certainly happened before. Yeah, nice one. This is going to be a nightmare to try and control during launch, so I'm going to go for another reaction wheel inside the fairing base there. Oh yes, antennas and communication. That might I'll just detach that. Antennas and some kind of communications would indeed be a good idea. This is going around Kerbin for now. But yes, have we unlocked the... No, they're not in there, are they? They're in there. Reflectron KR14, KR7. That's 90 megameters, 60 gigameters. We haven't unlocked the... At least we have, the Communicatron 8888. Where can we put it? Preferably not so it collides with the solar panels. That would be somewhat hazardous. If I put it there, deploy it, what do we get? Does it collide? No, it's kind of in the way of the window, but they've got plenty of other windows. There we go. So let's retract that, and then we'll stick a couple of the Omni antennas up there. There's not a probe on there, but this thing is going to Do we need a probe? Does this have some kind... Does that have control? Because this is going to be manned. I'm just wondering if we do need some kind of... No, I don't think we do. I don't think we need a probe on there. Because if it's not manned, then we don't really care. And if it's manned, then we've got the control that we want. If not, we'll have to send up a probe and dock it. But there we go. So there we go. There's our station inside our fairing. So let's work out how we're going to put this thing into space. We need... that's a bit small, isn't it? Not into the world though, actually, being like that, because I can put parachutes on that still. Parachute should be enough for that, shouldn't it? We've got a reaction wheel in there. I wonder if, hang on, if I take that reaction wheel out. Yeah, it doesn't. Seriously, you're going to let me put that there? No, I don't think so. Right, let's put the reaction wheel back in there. And we'll put that like that. Pretty sure I'm not supposed to be able to do that, but quite honestly I don't care. Suits me, suits me. Let's be safe, be seen, and have some struts on there. And I wonder if perhaps anything up here needs strutting to anything else, probably. Yeah, that's kind of ugly. Yeah, I don't think that's going to do anything. That's not going to make any difference whatsoever. It's going to be wobbly because it's connected via a docking port. Hopefully that's not going to give us too many issues. Quite frankly, right now I just want to launch something. So, let's give this thing a heat shield because it doesn't have one. And... is it that one? No. That one. Decoupler. And at this stage we set up an abort action group, which I often forget to do, which deploys the chutes, decouples that, and yeah, I guess jettisons the fairings. We actually kind of need to undock that as well, but I guess... tell you what, let's... right, abort will be... undock and decouple. I don't know the difference on those particular docking ports. Put that back. So jettison the fairing, decouple and undock the docking port in there. Fire the parachutes, decouple that one, keeping that one on board. Okay. Something like that with that bit of the staging. Okay, so now how do we launch 41 metric tons of space station? We are going to need rather a large launch vehicle. I don't even know what tanks we've got. They're small. We can scale them up, but well, there'll be crew on this. I probably won't. I'll probably bring them to the lab later with an experiment to run. I'm not going to crew the whole thing now. That would just be foolish in case it. Well, in case being. In the likely event that this thing crashes. Let's think, how do we want to do this? Let's go for this one, like that, scaled up to 3.75 meters, and see what adding an engine to the bottom of that does. I actually need to scale up the Vesta for that. I've got I have got the mainsail, right. The mainsail gives us 1500 thrust with 360 vac. That gives us 600 thrust. That gives us 1400 thrust with 335 vac. So it's the mainsail then, but scaled up mainsail. Yikes. Delta V 0? Yeah, that's possibly because we're currently decoupling the engine when we launch. There we go. 3,415 meters. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. From one fuel tank and one engine. I bet it overheats. That's 1.71 thrust to weight ratio as well. Goodness me. These all look okay, I think, now. Put a reaction wheel in there, didn't we? Yeah, okay. So, we'll add some more... we'll add some asparagus to it. I can scale those. I don't think I'm going to need 4 of those actually. Let's have 2. And let's go for our NASA friends. Lovely. How high do we want the orbit? Yeah, I want the orbit. How high do I want the orbit? I kind of want the orbit at about 150 to 200 kilometers, I think. I'm not really 100% sure. Boom! They be big. They be probably too big. Out of interest, those on their own. Really? They have a 1 point... They have a 1.43 thrust to weight ratio without firing that centre engine. That's immense. These things are ridiculously overpowered. I always knew they were overpowered. I didn't know they were that overpowered. What we'll do then is we will asparagus them completely. And we'll ditch them in 2 stages. Oh yeah, you like the Minecraft stuff, yeah. That's all from Minecon last year. Wow. Okay, 3,969 meters a second with a 3.13 thrust to weight ratio. If I put some fuel pipes in this, $4,365. $4,927 meters per second. That's pretty good. Do we need more than that? I'll tell you what. We don't need more than that. But you can never have too much delta V. And let's take the advantage of adding some aerodynamics to this thing at the same time. How are we looking? Very pencil-y. So, if the math is correct here from Kerbal Engineer, we launch this. We have a thrust to weight of 2.92, increasing to 3.61 on the launch pad for 700 meters a second. Then we dropped to 2.51 for 1,008 meters a second, and then we've got 3,415 meters a second of delta V in that one tank in the middle there, giving us 5,146 meters a second of delta V, which I believe will be enough to get this station into orbit, deployed, and then to bring our Kerbal home. Please feel free to correct me if you think that that is not the case, but I'm fairly confident that this thing is actually capable of deploying a space station, providing I fly it right. Oops. Let's, however, ensure that this thing has more struts than the Eiffel Tower. Well, maybe not quite that many. I must say, I've never really had an issue with things wobbling around once I've strutted them together. And yet I know that some people have, which I find quite strange. Go away. I do intend on sending the Kerbals in the pod back. No, I don't think I need those ones. They don't have to come directly back though, because they can kind of just sit at the station for a little while if needs be. So, what are we going to name this thing? We'll call this the E for Ellitopia, T for Twitch, Station Alpha. Save it, and very reluctantly need a reaction control on the ascent stage. I've got reaction wheel there, but yeah, I possibly need something for the atmosphere, don't I? I'm going to need some winglets or something. They will help. I could bung some RCS on there. We're going to eat away a little bit at our delta V, but some RCS above the centre of gravity will give us some stability. Which of course means we need to pack some RCS fuel. Is that RCS fuel? No. There we go. So we've got some RCS there. Yeah, we've got a reaction wheel hidden in there. We're probably going to need more than that though, aren't we? We do have a tendency to get pulled around by the atmosphere. Let's have one in there. And oh no, there's fuel in them, which won't feed through that, I don't think. Can I scale it down? I can. Well, that's something. It's better than nothing. We're under 5,000 meters a second of delta V now, but that should still be ample. We only need about 4,500 to get into orbit and back. That should be all right. That should be all right, I think. And if all else fails, we've set up an abort button. So it will just be a huge waste of money. 285,500 kerblops. Yeah, we can launch 3 of these things. Power on ascent? I'm not following. Put separatrons on booster. Put Sepratron on booster in back of VAB so it doesn't crash into the rocket. Do we need Separatrons on those? I suppose it's prudent, isn't it, to stick some separatrons on them. We've got the KW rocketry retro boosters. Not that one. No. There they are. You reckon? Something like that. Can you hear my keyboard a lot when I do that? I just realised that my keyboard is... No, come back. Just realised that my keyboard is very close to the microphone. Apologies if the microphone is too loud. The one in the back is the only one to worry about. Really? Oh, new follower, Luke Dongan. Luke Dongan followed. Thank you for the follow. I don't think that is the only one to worry about, because we've got the aerodynamics mod running, so they all kind of have a tendency to fly around a bit. Okay, so the keyboard is a bit loud. I apologise. I will attempt to quieten my keyboard. Shh. No, not that one. That button. One at the front will fall below. The side ones will drop off on sides. The back booster will fall into rocket. My experience tells me that's not necessarily the case. I've had enough of these launches go wrong to know that detached stages do not always do what you expect them to do. So I will play it safe. I know it adds extra weight, but I'll play it safe and add the extras. There we go. I think we're ready to go. I'm saving again. Check the staging. On launch, those two. That one, and that one. Good. They detach after feeding out. They fire their retro boosters. They fire their retro boosters and they detach. Good. That detaches fine, but we don't want that happening before that detaches, so that can go up there. That detaches. That detaches. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Okay, saving. And I haven't got any launch stabilizers. I think we're going to be okay. Go on. We'll have some launch stabilizers. Let's have some FASA ones. Because these aren't KW rocketry engines, we can get away with using those. They don't have the wind-up time that KW rocketry engines do. Okay, so ET Station Alpha saved out to the launch pad. Get ready to watch some fireworks. Come on, goodness me. And we're apparently bringing an entire tribe of Kerbals with us. Yeah, didn't really plan for that. I may have to recover and take them out. Hopefully we get all our funds back. They did look happy. Until we hit the launch button, at which point they would become considerably less happy. Oh look, they got badges for it as well, just for going out to the launch pad. Heavy vehicle landing ribbon, interesting. Fair enough. Let's... Hello, there we go, right. ET Station Alpha. And we'll go for Nubal. And in fact that's it. We'll just take we'll take one Kerbal with us, and it's Nubal. Nubal Kerman is coming with us. Let's hit launch. 287,500 funds, whatever those funds are. Let's hope this thing works. You watch, my internet connection will drop out now. Indeed, yes. Well, I certainly hope that this thing goes to space too. Because whilst you've spent an hour watching it, I've spent an hour actually doing it. In you know, just to watch them die. I don't really fancy that prospect. So let's see what we've got. Nubal Kerman is ready to roll. Got a bit of a wobble on there. Let's speed up time. Let's have some sunlight. There we go. Gotta love some sunlight. There's this dog that barks all day, and the neighbour's little boy is barking back at it. You have an interesting neighbourhood. Okay, let's zoom out a little bit. Get our SAS on. Don't believe we need our throttle up to full. We had a thrust to weight ratio of like 3 point something, if I remember rightly. Let's check that with engineer, vessel. Thrust to weight 2.87. So yeah, we don't need quite 100% thrust on this. Let's go for like 60%. Yeah, yeah. It's a good job they don't do that in real life. Actually, yeah. Just wait there. We're just going to spin the sun around a little bit. He's got these wonderful, comfortable surroundings in which to rest for the night. I've no idea how half of these panels work. I really haven't tried them yet. They're extremely confusing to me. Fortunately, Kerbal Engineer gives me most of the information I need. So, SAS is on. Our throttle is up, kind of. And Nubal Kerman doesn't look particularly happy about this. And we are ready to take this thing up to that black stuff. Here we go. Okay. Slight issue We didn't release the launch clamps. So, watch while I hit the Z key and release the launch clamps at the same time. You don't need more than 1.3 thruster weight to lift the rocket into low atmosphere. Well, I realise that. We haven't got the thruster weight on the screen anywhere, have we? I wonder if we can add that. Let's edit HUD 1. Orbit speed, orbit period, longitude, latitude, semi-major, no. None of those. Vessel, there we go. Delta V, mass, thrust, thruster weight ratio. Install! There we go, 2.94. Okay, close editor. So, let's thrust up slowly and then let go with the clamps. We're not going anywhere. Ah, there we go. Oh dear. Okay, so that was a lot of wasted fuel. Right, now we have to be extremely careful about turning. We can turn nice and early because of our atmosphere, but as soon as we get marginally fast, these things have a tendency to want to flip over. And really, okay. Thrust weight is good. Don't flip over, don't flip over. I am using NEAR, so we won't get the rapid disassembly, rapid unplanned disassembly, but we do get the unfortunate flipping over mechanic. Come on, this thing's not turning anywhere, it's just wobbling in space. Well, it's not space, but you know what I mean. The atmosphere starts to get thinner. There go those ones. Yeah, the boosters were gimbling, which... Don't overheat. Wow, that was close. Come on, we need to get over. We need to. I think we're safe now to bring ourselves down a bit. Our apoapsis is already up quite high. Don't know why I went to the map. I can see it on the screen. Haven't decided quite how high we want our apoapsis yet, but we do want it higher than 88. We are in space. apoapsis of 107, 108. Let's see if we can pull our periapsis up a bit now. I'm thinking 150 to 200 is kind of where we're aiming at. Get rid of those, don't need them. Plenty of fuel. Fuel is not an issue. In fact, we can actually get rid of the fairing now as well, can't we? Whoa, that only just about cleared us. And then we can there we go, there's our Gigantors. 125 apoapsis. Might have gone a bit too shallow on this one. Let's bring ourselves up a bit. Nice little screenshot there. Okay, we're coming up on our 150 apoapsis. Where do we think we want to be? Do we want to be at 150 or do we want to be at 200? We can easily adjust it. We've got loads of fuel. I think 150 is a fairly safe height for a space station. Means we can dock